still with a high heart. Right.
And they're going to really try to kill him.
They always all those men come out now, you take the Lord.
Boy, if that Kennedy is getting shot, we got to know where we at.
They'll pick up somebody within an hour of that. Throw the public off.
Oui, il y a bien eu un quatrième coup de feu, conclut la commission parlementaire dans son rapport de janvier 1979, en s'appuyant sur l'analyse des enregistrements effectués par des micros de la police de Dallas. Grâce à un équipement acoustique sophistiqué, cette analyse a permis d'identifier la provenance du troisième des 4 coups de feu. Celui-ci est parti du monticule herbeux. Un autre tireur au moins a donc fait feu.
A political crisis gathered over America. After a deluded gunman assassinated President Kennedy, our nation turned to Gerald Ford and a select handful of others to make sense of that madness. And the conspiracy theorists can say what they will, but the Warren Commission report will always have the final definitive say on this tragic matter. Why? Because Jerry Ford put his name on it, and Jerry Ford's word was always good. After a deluded gunman assassinated President Kennedy,
So you're saying Ruby was working for the KGB?
Ruby was working for the Cuban intelligence service.
The Cubans?
Yes, sir.
You know that to be a fact?
Yes, sir, I do.
Soon after the assassination, Sturgis says the CIA and FBI brought evidence to President Lyndon Johnson, suggesting the Soviet Union was involved in JFK's murder.
That the Soviet Union, through the KGB, successfully assassinated the President of the United States with the help of Fidel Castro and got away with it.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Sturgis told me he wants his story out because he himself has been accused of having something to do with the assassination. He says he is tired of hearing lies.
He was scared because Khrushchev says, don't do this or we're going to do that. You know, so he didn't do it, and he deserted the Bay of Pigs. I was involved in the Bay of Pigs. A lot of people, friends of mine, that were killed in the Bay of Pigs. And I resent that. Don't play political games with me. I'm a military man. I'm a soldier. I go fight. But damn it, if I risk my ass out there and I'm getting shot at, I don't want some stupid-ass politician to go ahead and make deals behind my back where my people or maybe myself are going to get killed. I don't like that.
Jack, what do you think about the hearing? I want to correct what I stated before. He was vice president. Remember I said he was vice president? Yes, I did when I mentioned about Adlai Stevens. If he was vice president, there would never have been an assassination of our beloved President Kennedy. Would you explain it again? Well, the answer is the man in office now.
Says, well, I bet you that President Johnson is going to be real pleased when he finds that now they're calling me the #1 bomber. And George Christian said, oh, don't be too sure. He said, you know, LBJ, he never likes to be #2.
He was so angry. He had a violent temper when he was upset.
Well, let's use the exact words that he said to you. What did he say to you?
He grabbed me by the arm, and he had this deep voice, and he said, after tomorrow, those SOBs will never embarrass me again. That's no threat. That's a promise. And it startled.
Was known simply as the Babushka Lady.
I had President Kennedy right in my zoom lens. You know, I could see Connally anytime. He's a Texan, right? Appreciate him, love him, he's great, but I wanted to see the president.
In the carnival atmosphere surrounding the motorcade, there was no indication of the danger lurking seconds away in Dealey Plaza.
When I first heard a noise, I was not aware that that was a shot being fired, and maybe perhaps that's why I continued to film, because I thought it was a backfire or a firecracker. I mean, I wasn't used to being around guns. I did not realize that those were shots until I saw in the frame of my camera President Kennedy's head come off, the back of his head. Then I realized that that was a shot. I don't know how many I heard. I know where I thought the shots came from. Was the picket fence area, in that around that large tree somewhere on the other side of those steps, but in the picket fence area. There was a figure there and there was smoke there. I will always believe that the man that shot President Kennedy was standing somewhere in the picket fence area.
After the assassination, Beverly was contacted at work by FBI agents who took her undeveloped film and promised to return it within 10 days. She has not seen it since.
From the position that I was filming, I had the best shot of the assassination, and probably the only one that had a real good shot of the grassy knoll. And probably would be a lot of unanswered questions answered if my film could be found.